If you're a small channel or new to content creation and you have this goal to grow your audience in the most efficient way possible whilst avoiding all of the newbie mistakes that most creators fall into, then this video is really going to help you. Starting YouTube has been absolutely life-changing and hands down the best decision I've ever made. But let me tell you guys, on this journey so far, I've made a ton of big mistakes. Mistakes that caused me time and growth and also caused a lot of frustration. But those lessons taught me exactly what works and what doesn't when it comes to growing a channel, especially if you're a new content creator. And today I'm going to share everything that I would have done differently and, more importantly, how you can avoid making those same mistakes. Before we get into it, I do have some freebies for you guys which you can access in the description below. So firstly, we all know that your title, thumbnail, and hook account for 80% of your success on YouTube. And if you're not capitalizing on those areas, then you're really going to struggle to grow as a creator on this platform. So I put together this title, thumbnail, and hook guide. To be honest, I wrote this guide for myself initially just to keep track of all the main things that I need to think about when designing a good title and thumbnail and when writing a good hook. And this helped me so much at the start of my journey, and I figured that a lot of other people would benefit from this as well. And I also have this Notion template that you guys can access, which I use currently to this day for all of my scripting and for systemizing my entire channel. And lastly, if you've always dreamed of becoming a content creator and are really serious about wanting to grow your audience, I've personally started helping small creators through personalized one-to-one consultation sessions. In this 60-minute call, we'll tackle all of the struggles that you're currently facing with YouTube to help get you unstuck and to accelerate the growth of your channel. Instead of wasting months and even years trying to figure it all out on your own, you can just save yourself all the stress and hassle and immediately tap into a year's worth of my own experience and knowledge in growing my channel to 30K subscribers. Feel free to ask for feedback on your videos or your channel as a whole, and if there's anything that you want to know specifically about how I do things on my channel, then feel free to ask questions on that too. I'm happy to share anything. There's no gatekeeping here. You can register your interest in the form that I'll put in the description. This form will literally just take you 1 minute to fill out, and all you have to do is just sit tight afterwards and I'll get back to you within 48 hours. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So at the start of my journey, I really wish I knew what things to focus on. Depending on what stage you're at with your YouTube journey, certain things are gonna matter more than others, and it's really important to know what those things are so that you don't waste time and energy on things that are really not gonna move the needle for you in terms of YouTube growth. And I would say this is especially important if you are just starting out, because it's very easy to get overwhelmed by all the things that go into growing a successful channel. So I'm gonna tell you exactly all the things that you should be focusing on as a new YouTuber. Number one is making videos and having a consistent posting cadence. And this has to be a frequency that you can actually stick to for a while. So if you can only post once every 2 weeks, then just start with that, because you can always increase the frequency over time once you get used to making videos and once you're more efficient with the whole process. Having a consistent posting cadence is really important for 3 reasons. Number one, you are telling the algorithm that, hey, I exist, please push my content to more people on the platform. If you're really inconsistent and you have really big gaps in between your videos, then the algorithm is going to be less likely to push out your content to its audiences because you're not consistently generating views for the platform. And that is ultimately how the platform grows and how it makes money. If you need to miss your posting window once in a while, then that's okay, but just don't make it into a habit. The second reason is that this will get you into the habit of creating content, and you will start to embed these YouTube activities in your normal day-to-day schedule. So when I was working full-time in banking, I set myself a goal of posting once a week every Sunday. And how I scheduled my week was on Sundays, I would film my video, and then during lunchtime and my commute hours during the weekdays, I would do all of my scripting. And then for a couple hours after work, Monday to Friday, I will edit my YouTube video and do my thumbnail. And then on Saturdays, I would do all the finishing touches to the video and then schedule the upload for Sunday. Establishing this habit and routine early on is really important, especially if you want to be doing content for the long term. Thirdly, you are setting an expectation with your audience. So my subscribers know to expect a video from me every Sunday. And when I consistently do that, I'm fulfilling the promise that I'm making to my recurring viewers, and this helps to really build trust and engagement with my channel over time. The second thing I would say that all new creators should focus on is just making every subsequent subsequent video that you make better than the last one. All you have to do is just improve at least one thing each time, and it could be something as small as just adding background music this time or experimenting with cooler transitions. This is how you're going to grow as a creator, because over time you're going to build that stack of skills, and then after a while you're going to get to the stage where your baseline of video quality is really, really high. The third thing to really focus on is just provide a lot of value to your audience and making sure that whatever you put out there, you are keeping your viewer front and center in mind. You got to make sure that it's going to help or benefit someone in some way, because that's ultimately why people click into videos. They want something out of it, so you got to make sure that it's worth their time. Finally, you should just be focusing on having fun, because the learning process and the journey of it all is really, really fun, and it's super rewarding when you unlock a new skill or you learn how to do something a little better. And that's all. Don't overcomplicate things for yourself. Which brings me to what you shouldn't be focusing on, and I would say one of the main things that people stress about at the start that they really don't need to at all is on YouTube Studio Analytics. I straight up just don't think it's a very helpful tool at all, especially if you are a new creator. When you haven't made many videos yet, you don't really have enough information and data to go on to really understand what's working and what isn't for your channel in terms of analytics. In fact, it took me over a year of consistently making videos in order to gather just enough data to inform me of what's working and what isn't for my particular audience and my particular channel. But even then, I will still take my YouTube Studio Analytics with a pinch of salt. It's really not that helpful, guys, and don't stress about it. My second point is to put the reps in. I struggled for the longest time not knowing whether to prioritize quality or quantity. And ideally, in a perfect world, you want to be optimizing for both. But honestly, if you're just starting out and you're planning to grow your channel as fast as possible, then I would hands down say that quantity trumps quality. And this is not to say that you shouldn't care about quality at all or that it doesn't matter. It absolutely does. But I would say that there's more of like a 60-40 or 70-30 split when it comes to the importance of quantity over quality. So if you're going to prioritize one over the other, especially at the beginning, let that be quantity. And now you might be asking, why is that? Well, because in order to be creating really quality videos, you need to put the reps in and you need to get that practice. And the only way that you can do that effectively is by continuing to make more and more videos. By posting more videos, you're going to learn how to do new things faster, and your skill stack is going to grow at a faster rate as well. Especially if you implement the tip that I mentioned earlier, which is just to improve one small thing with each and every video. If you make more videos, you're going to learn more of those things in a shorter period of time. And honestly, guys, I've had quite a number of moments where I would just miss a posting window because I would think to myself, oh, maybe I can make this video a little better, so maybe I should work on it a little more and tweak things here and there. But I really wish I just prioritized speed. And to be honest, that was just the perfectionist in me, and none of those little changes or tweaks I did was really ever gonna move the needle for me. Like, it wasn't gonna make my video go from 1,000 views to 100,000 views. One thing that I did not take seriously for the longest time is planning your title, thumbnail, and hook before anything else. Before you even write a word of your script, you need to be planning the concept of your video and also what the title and thumbnail combination is gonna look like. This is probably the single most important lever for you to use to really accelerate your YouTube growth. Applying Pareto's principle here, also known as the 80-20 rule, your title, thumbnail, and hook is that 20% that is gonna give you 80% of your success on this platform. You need to earn the click, and if no one is clicking into your videos in the first place, then no one is gonna see how amazing your editing is, how great your script is, and how fancy your production quality is, because honestly, none of that matters if no one is clicking in the first place. Nowadays, I spend a really sizable chunk of my time focusing on my title and my thumbnail, and before I even write a word of my script, I make sure that I have this solidified first. And to be honest, guys, this has really increased my average view count by a lot. And as I mentioned earlier, I do have my title, thumbnail, and hook guide, so if you want another resource to help you out with this, then you can go check that out. My next point is on working smart and not hard. This is especially important if you are working full-time or if you are a full-time student, because let's be real, none of us have the time. YouTube is a really time-consuming thing, and you really need to learn early on how to work more efficiently. By working smart, you also avoid creator burnout, which is super important, especially if you want to do YouTube for the long term. As a creator, you want to avoid burnout at all costs, because that is going to impair your creativity as well as your consistency with posting on YouTube. And you need to protect these two things with everything that you've got. If you want to know how I was able to post consistently on YouTube on a weekly basis while still working full-time in banking, then I did make a video on this quite recently, which you can go check out. And in that video, I share all my best tips and tricks on how to be consistent with YouTube even whilst working full-time. I'd like to just round off this point by saying that you don't get brownie points by doing things the hard way. The result is the same, but the journey to get there matters too. If you're burning out really early in your journey, then you're not gonna get very far with YouTube. And honestly, the most successful creators are the healthiest and happiest, which then brings me to my final point of the day. And that is that you need to enjoy the journey. As a YouTuber, you really need to be kind with yourself. At the beginning, I really struggled with not attaching the success of my video with my value as a creator and even as a person. And to be honest, guys, sometimes I still struggle with that now, but it has gotten a lot better for sure over time. Listen, sometimes you can have the best title and the best thumbnail and the most banger video, but the algorithm is just super unpredictable and sometimes your video just won't hit. A lot of your video's success is just completely beyond your control, and I want you guys to sort of learn this lesson very early on because it's gonna save you a lot of heartache and a lot of frustration. And I wish I was better at dealing with this sooner. There's this really great video from Dr. K, and I'll put a link in the description below for you guys, and I would highly recommend for you to watch it. But basically he talks about how difficult it actually is to be a creator from a more emotional and mental standpoint. And he also covers how to deal with this in a healthy way. This helped me so much to detach my worth as a creator from the performance of my videos. It's kind of a long video, but honestly, I definitely think it's worth your time and you should go check it out. Thank you guys for getting to the end of this video. As I mentioned earlier, you can access all the YouTube freebies in the description below. And if you're interested in the one-to-one consulting sessions with me, then you can also register your interest, and I'll put the link to the form in the description as well for you. Like I said, it will literally take you less than a minute to fill out. Okay guys, as always, take care and see you in the next video.